What's up, everybody? That's right. We are back with the best of us. The best of us. What am I saying? Best of the best.
The best of us.
The best of us. Sounds like a show from the 90s.
He ain't lying.
Right.
The best of the best. This is best of the best three. And we are back. We are here to talk about some great news and hot toy stuff. But first up, you guys already know us, but we're going to introduce the wonderful panel. First up, we got Six Scale Mafia. How you doing today, brother?
What's up, brother, man? I'm glad to be here. It's gonna be we got a lot to talk about tonight, man. It's so exciting. So I'm glad we're here, man. Right before New Year's.
That new background, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I just finally got it all set up. I was like, you know what? Let's rearrange for 2 days, and and this is So here we go. So it's all in here now, man. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
You're welcome.
The work was well worth it. It looks great, man. Desi, Metamorphic Customs. How you doing, brother?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for having me on. Just another, what is it, Thursday? I'm losing track of the days this week.
Right.
But almost the end of the year. Looking forward to this these topics we've got. Nice topics, so excited.
Awesome. And of course, we got the lovely JB Collections. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Brother Cousins. We are doing good. I think we're going to have a great show tonight. There's a lot of good stuff to talk about. And I'm just so happy to be here. I thank you all for being here also on the chat. You guys just keep on chatting. Let us know what you have in mind, and we'll get going. Definitely.
That's right. Sounds good. And yes, last but not least, we got my man Sean, Toku Collector V. What's up with you, brother?
Not much. Just trying to stay busy, at the end of the year, just trying to figure out what's coming next, what's going to go. And much like this guy, still trying to fix everything back here.
Awesome.
Sounds
good. Looks good, guys. And the chat, guys, thank you so much. Max Geekdom, always good to see you. Collector number one, always good to see you. Carbonite Kid, I just saw you last night, man. Love it. Mr. JB, good to have you in the house with Miss JB. Love it. Diablo Fett, that's what's up. Part of the Fett family. How you doing? Lewis, always good to see you, brother. Who else we got here? Big Dog Pound. What's up, man? You're always in here, man. Gotta get you on the show one day, definitely. Ashley Chase, what's up with you? Always in here. Appreciate the love. Jay, what's up with you, Jay Ford? Who else we got in here? Primetime Reviews. Let's get it. What's up with you? What's up? Who else we got here? Joe. We got Joe. Of course, we got Toku Collector V. Of course, we got there. Mary Sullivan, how you doing tonight? How you doing? Just scrolling through still.
Carbonite Kid, he just made it.
Yeah.
Carbonite Kid, what's up with you? Nice. Will, what's up with you? Will, you supposed to be.
Will.
You supposed to be. Come on, man. We know it's coming Tuesday. You ain't gotta. we know Pennywise is coming. We heard a lot about Pennywise this week. But anyway, let's take it back. So, guys, let's talk about these reviews. I mean, we got something real nice that came out today on Facebook. They did a backstage, which they don't do backstages that much. They do them very rarely. And we got a real nice backstage today. And see if I can pull it up real quick. Boom. Right there. Wonder Woman 84. Here's the box art for it. Guys, what do you think? Starting with Six Scale Mafia, what do you think about this?
Well, this is the first time I'm seeing it. I've been busy all day. So you're saying they just dropped this today?
They dropped this today.
Is this all we've seen so far?
That's it. Yep, just the box.
All right, that's a big box. That's a wide box.
Yep, so I'm guessing that's going to be for the deluxe version.
Because she's got like the wings, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So we got the box art. Okay. It's pretty. I think we lost JB.
Yep.
So keep on that. It looks pretty dang cool. I love the bronze and the lighting. And that's something we were talking about earlier too. And we can talk about later. But the appreciation for box art. Exactly. I think that box looks sick. I love that it's kind of like Kingdom Come, like Alex Ross style.
Exactly.
It's just hard for me. Well, me, it's hard for me to get into DC right now, just because of the staying in the lanes, man. It's mostly it's mostly Star Wars for me. So
exactly.
But I can't wait to see the final, the final product, and see if those promo pictures we saw We can try to compare them if they release anything at all, you know, and kind of see if something's different. But definitely a plus for DC fans. It's been pretty dry this year.
It's been dry. I think this is like the 6th figure that they released of Star Wars this year. I know they did the Flash. I know they did Harley Quinn. They did. They just dropped Batgirl. Oh, actually, the 7. They did Batgirl. Yeah, it's been a lot of DC coming out. You know, not a lot, but they've been trying to kick them out more regularly now. The funny thing about this, what I noticed is, yeah, like you said, this is just a backstage photo of the box. They haven't showed us any
we don't really
figures.
get to see this. Yeah, you're right.
And they haven't done this that much, but they didn't show us any figures. You know, with it being the holidays, they probably didn't have the blogger photos ready just yet. But I did get an email from, and I don't know if the rest of you guys got it, but I got an email from Toys Wonderland saying that this will ship on January 3rd next week. That's when it starts shipping. So yeah, it looks like this is out. That's what it looks like. So Desi, what do you think about this?
I mean, I really like the box art. You know, like Anthony was saying, you know, the box art's it's important. It's part of the product, and we never talk about it. So now this is the only thing we have to talk about right now in terms of this product, right? So it's kind of cool that we're looking at it, right?
Yep.
So I really like it. You know, it's always good to see it in hand, to see the different textures and coatings that they've applied, and from a graphic design standpoint. But looks cool. My one question, right?
Yeah.
What does backstage mean here? Like,
Yeah,
this isn't backstage. It's not like, oh, impromptu in the back. You know, this is like a formal picture.
right. And that's the thing. I think back in the day, they've done backstage before where they would show the figure, and it would be like the product, like that final product of the figure. They would show all the figures, and they would show the box art behind each figure.
Cool.
That was ready to release. I think the last time we saw this was, I would say, about last year, and I think that's when we got that big. It was like a big womp of figures that came out. It was like Hellboy.
I remember that.
Mark 85, and yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
the
Cool.
last- yeah, so
You know,
that was like
just to clarify, who posted this?
this is on Hot Toys official Facebook page.
Okay, so it's Hot Toys. It wasn't Sideshow.
No, this is Hot Toys. Yep.
Okay, then I have no idea what the backstage is. See, I was thinking backstage. That sounded like a Sideshow thing. You know what I mean? So I was like, who
Exactly
posted this?
right.
But okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and you guys are both right, though. It's weird. Like, we don't ever really get pictures of just a box.
Exactly.
We'll get like
That's
a
cool.
tease of a blurred image or a back-facing image or something coming or a logo. But yeah, to see the box, it's pretty rare.
Exactly. Sean, what do you think about this?
Same thing. It's like normally, like you're mentioning, like how Desi was mentioning it. Most people don't really pay attention to the box art because they get the figure in, and the first thing they do is they're going to open the box. And sometimes they put some good work and effort into these boxes. Some of them, you're going to pass by, but when you get something that clearly stands out, like like this is going to take up space on your shelf, but the colors, how it contrasts with one another, and just how it pops. I think they really wanted to showcase this because they knew they did something with this box art, that the people are still going to be not just the figure, but they're going to be liking the way it looks. And I don't know if I'm going to get the figure yet, but if it was a Wonder Woman figure, I can't wait to see how this one actually looks, because like how Anthony was mentioning, it has that classic, it has like Alex Ross Kingdom Come aspect, but it's still a part of like the movie verse. So if you have the Justice League figures, it's still going to fit in with that set. So I'm excited to see what comes from this.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's like the box art is great, but I really wish we can see the pictures, the actual product pictures of the figure, because the head sculpt on that figure just looks, from looking at the prototype pictures, looks to be $1 million. So once we get those pictures in, it really, what the figure really looks like is really just going to be amazing. JB, what do you think about this?
Wow, yeah, I agree with all of you. The box looks pretty big. It doesn't look like it's a small box. I love the gold that I can see that it's gonna have at the front, the Wonder Woman sign, logo, everything looks pretty amazing. I really am enjoying to see the view of the box itself. Definitely a good sight see right now.
That is awesome. Exactly.
Well, and I think this is probably going to be, sorry, just say that this is eventually I'm not trying to build up hype or FOMO and all that stuff, but I suspect this will eventually, and I say that loosely, but you have to think about the past is how long you've been collecting, and it's hard to look back in the past when we're in the present. But with that said, I think this is eventually going to be a grail, because I don't think they're going to make anything else from the Wonder Woman 84 movie line anyway. And it's certainly not this type of outfit. I don't think we're going to see this again. I don't even know if we're going to see her again, right? I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on with DC.
Exactly.
But fast forward 5 years from now, people might want this simply because it's how we've stated. Even though it's part of the DCU, it's still very Kingdom Come. So for a lot of comic fans as well that are into Hot Toys, might be like, dude, I want to put this in and kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think this is going to be, this is like a one and done type of situation. So if you're going to get it, get it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's basically a figure that can feed on both sides of the DC fandom of the Hot Toys out there. It's gonna be able to be with the DCU, but if you're just a DC fan and you're just waiting for 6-scale DC figures, this is probably gonna be one you want to get, because they don't come along that often. That are gonna be where it's very clear, a high detailed figure, but it's going to be somewhat based off of a comic design, because most of the Hot Toy stuff is a movie design. So this one can work both ways. It can be used as a movie, but also fit perfectly into a comic design setup if you want to go with like more comic looking aspects of outfits, characters, stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
totally
I agree.
agree. The thing of it is, it's like, I mean, I can't wait for them to really, like, like I was saying, show those pictures and release it and really show what the product is going to look like. And then another thing, Anthony, you really brought up a good point. Like, are we going to see her again? Are we going to see Gal Gadot again as Wonder Woman? Because what are they doing with it? And with this being a Grail, I do think this is going to be a future Grail, because the thing of it is, are we really going to get are we going to get a figure from this movie? I mean, the movie didn't do that well.
Right. Yeah.
So I think this is one of these things where people should jump on it and get it. Now, so I'm trying to get a consensus of the panel. Are you guys going to get it, or is this something that you guys are going to pass on, or would you get the deluxe edition, or would you get the, because I know they have 2 editions. This is the deluxe edition, and then they have like the standard edition where it still has the wings, but the wings aren't like completely spread equaled out.
Well, for me, no, but not because I don't like it, because I do like it. It's just I don't have DC, and I've learned through the course of being a collector that sometimes you just have to pass on certain things. You got to stay in lanes that you're comfortable with, or how is it going to mesh with your whole ensemble of what you've got going on. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not getting her. I'm not getting anything DC. That may change in the future, but for the foreseeable future, no DC. If I did get her, though, of course I would get the deluxe, dude. Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just want to address the Manuel asked right here, Brother Cousins Toy Reviews. Do you think they made small batches? I would say yeah. I don't know. Do you guys think they made a big, like, did they do a big number of these? I don't think, especially of the deluxe. I think they did more of the standard version than they did of the deluxe. I don't think a lot of people, I mean, like I said, the big wingspan is cool, but I don't know where I would put it.
Unfortunately, I wish Hot Toys would release their numbers, but they don't. So we kind of have to guess. But this is definitely not a battle damaged 85 or an endgame cap or 501st or Rex or possibly even Ahsoka. Like, this is probably not going to be a lot. I don't think it's going to sell out. Yeah. So I think anybody who is wanting to pick her up probably has a good 6 months realistically before she's gone. But, it doesn't hurt to at least put down a deposit if you're considering getting her and you don't want to if you don't have all the money right now.
Right.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. JB, what do you think about that? Are you getting this, or?
I'm gonna say honestly, like 6-scale Mafia said, it's not that I don't like her, but I'm a very picky collector when it comes to woman Hot Toys. But let me explain why. Because I usually just get like I'm a woman, yes, but I usually get like Barbie vibes out of this. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's just the way I am. But I am very, very like the only ones that I find interesting and like worth having in my collection are both Ray, which she's awesome and I already own her, and the way that her like her joints, her body is presented, it's like it's super nice. And already pre-ordered Ahsoka. So I think to me that's very worth my collection personally, what I love to collect. So that's just my opinion. And I know it's kind of weird because I'm a woman, I'm a girl, and I should like probably the girl hot toys, but that's not the case in my situation.
No, I completely, it makes sense because I know with the rooted hair didn't do it for you. That's what it was.
No.
That's what gave it that Barbie vibe.
Could be, right?
Desi,
Definitely.
Desi, what do you think about this? So you getting this? You getting the deluxe version, or you getting two of them, or none? We can't hear you.
Jesse, you're
Oh,
muted, homie. Your
he's
mic is
muted.
muted in StreamYards.
There
Sorry,
we
my
go.
bad.
You're
So I
good.
was saying, is this one with rooted hair?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that some of the which is the one that isn't rooted hair. I guess it's the basic one from this film, right? Because I know one of them doesn't have rooted hair.
I
I'm
thought
just
both of
wondering.
them did. I'm not sure.
Because I understand what JB is saying. Like some of those rooted hair, like you really have to maintain it right and put product in the hair because if not, it just looks like a puffy mess and starts looking like a lower range Barbie doll. Not that
Yeah.
anything's wrong
Yeah.
with Barbies, but it's not the same. This is higher end, right? If you're gonna have a product that looks like a lower end figure, then what's the point? Other than the hair, I want to focus on the good too. It's like this design is amazing. Like I would definitely have this with the wings if I had the space, but I'm gonna have to say no because I don't have the space. Right? I've got to be very picky with that.
Exactly.
But otherwise than that, if they maintain the hair good, if you can maintain it well, put product in it, whatever it is, hey,
Shampoo.
yeah, clean it every now and
Right.
then.
I
Rinse
know
and
me
repeat.
personally. I don't like to play hairdresser. I mean, I did do that
I know, I
on
know.
my Scarlett Johansson Black Widow figure. I did that. I think Dante did that as well. Dante did an
Oh my
excellent job with her hair.
gosh.
But yeah, when you have to do that and your wife comes in the room, it's a lot to
It's
explain.
like,
So
right. What's what's
If I
going
had to
on?
if I had to do that, I'd probably ask my wife to do it. I mean, I don't have any experience, so
right,
just say like, yeah, help me out here. Like, I don't know what I'm
right.
doing. You know?
Sean, you getting the I think you said this already, but are you getting the deluxe or the
I want
regular
to wait and
version?
see what it actually looks like. And
Yeah.
if I was going to get it, it would have to be the deluxe. That's just, there's no doubt about it. Once again, the same thing, trying to find space. I would have to wait and see what it looks like and get a better feel of it because I don't have that much space for it, but I don't have much DC. I am mostly more of like the other brands that are out there, but it wouldn't be too bad as a starting point for some DC because like what Anthony and everyone else mentioned, it may be a grail. So if you like myself, if I'm thinking about starting some DC, this would be a decent one to start with, but I'm gonna wait on it and get a better feel on it.
Absolutely. Totally agree.
Mhm.
Okay. So we're gonna move on from that one. Let's look at another thing that released this week. This lady right here. Athena. I want to call her Athena, and it's funny
Me too.
because
It
she
keeps
actually
happening like in my
yeah.
head, and I have to stop talking. I'm like, Athena.
I think she actually
Athena.
corrected somebody in the movie. I think she corrected a kid like that. She was like Athena, not Athena, Athena.
Oh
So I always
wow.
think about that scene and yeah, didn't really like the movie, but that just she sticks. It's Angelina. I'm an Angelina fan, so yeah. But what do you guys think of this figure? I mean, I think she looks nice. I think she's decent, but are you guys picking her up? What are your thoughts? JB, we're gonna stay with you because this one doesn't have rooted hair.
I know. I was gonna say that. Yeah, no rooted hair, thumbs up, right? I love the way they sculpted it and like it looks nice, the waves and her outfit. But I don't know. I feel like she gives me a mixed vibes of something else. On some angles, I can see Angelina Jolie, and then I kind of see. I'm sorry, but Fergie. I don't know.
Wow.
It's like a clash of both. So I'm not really crazy about her though, and they could have done better. I'm sorry. So I
Wow.
feel they could have done just better, but I do feel like I see Free. I don't know. Maybe it's the lips with her nose. I don't know. It's
I know.
hard.
Is it
It's
me?
hard
Is
for
her
me.
should her lips be a little more puffier than that?
I
I
think
think.
so.
Yeah, right. That's I was saying that last night on Liel stream that I
Something's just
okay, right
off.
here. Yeah, right here I can see Angelina. Definitely I can see
Mm.
Angelina right there, but it's just in certain angles I'm like, I don't know. Sean, what do you think?
Well, when it comes to a lot of the head sculpts, I think it's the same thing based off of angles and lighting. So something like can hit it just right where it doesn't look like them. But there are likenesses. I would have to say that it, in certain moments, it doesn't give me the Angelina Jolie vibes. Um, it's a character that I wasn't expecting, especially from a movie that I really didn't expect. I don't think the movie really has that much of a purpose.
Yeah.
So to me, it's a strange release, and the fact that it's just we don't know if there's going to be more from this movie line or that this is just one and done type of thing. So it kind of will stand out. It'd be a little odd just having it. So at the moment, I don't think I'm going to get it. But I think as for anyone who is an Eternal fan, because there are fans that love the Eternals and still remember them from back in the day, but it also, like how you mentioned, it's an Angelina figure. There are people that would just go head over heels for an actual Angelina Jolie figure because I don't think we've ever had one. There might have
We
been
had
some action figures from
Maleficent, but that
Maleficent.
was kind of
Yep.
different. But yeah,
yeah, exactly. So I think there is a group out there that this is for, but it's not for me.
Understood. Understood. Desi, you getting this, brother?
On the fence. I haven't even seen Eternals yet, and usually my answer to most of it is if it's not Star Wars is no, right? Because I'm again limited space, but I do make an exception for some Marvel and DC figures that I think look really cool. So I haven't seen this movie. I just really like this design. I think the face sculpt is close enough to Angelina Jolie for me, right?
Yeah.
It's not 100% there. Something's off with the eyes, but it is really really close, and I just love the all white. I like all white figures for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why. Like it just looks cool. And this is I know it's like an ivory or whatever you want to call it, bone color, but this is a really cool design. I like the suit design.
Yes.
So I am on the fence. I may pick it up regardless of what the movie is. Like I said, I haven't seen it. Shows my interest, but this is cool. I like it.
And I'll tell you personally, I made no bones about it. I really this Marvel movie didn't work for me. I think this movie showed superhero fatigue. I just felt like, okay, that's one superhero movie too many. We didn't need it. Personally, that's how I felt about it. But I do like this figure, and I kind of want it in my collection just because it's Angelina, and I think it's going to be a one and done. I don't think we're going to get the rest of the Eternals. That's just my opinion, you know. Anthony, and I saw your video this week, and you touched on some real good things about this figure, especially when it came to the hair. Brother, what are your thoughts?
well, to sum up my motto, I will say, as I always think, movies trash, hard pass. However, I can't discount. I know, right? Well, you gotta, hey, I'll call it how it is, bro. I didn't like it, but discounting all of that, let's say I do like it, or let's just look at the figure itself. Yeah, that's Angelina Jolie. The sculpt of the hair, Hot Toys has been killing it all year with sculpted hair. My issues with it, though, is I think the hair needs a little more kind of depth to it. I don't know if there needs to be some other shading involved. I think it's just a little too glistening. I get it. She does have that very like angelic, that ivory. I love the outfit. I do think it looks cool. I'm not seeing split cut boots. I think she's going to be a freaking nightmare to pose. So that's something you need to consider. She might be like a Nebula, or, like it's going to be a pain in the ass to pose her. You're going to have her in a museum pose, and you're just going to kind of waddle her arms around to get some kind of sword, motion, and that's a wrap. I like the outfit. It's just, no, the movie, I don't know. Look, it's accurate to the movie, but I think the outfit designs for the Eternals, I thought they all looked very bland. They all looked like a box of crayons. Like it just wasn't very, you know what I'm saying? I didn't find it very innovative or creative. I think they you know, for lack of a better phrase, I kind of think they shit on Jack Kirby's vision of the Eternals from what I know. I think it's totally different. So maybe I have a little bit of personal bias after watching it. I was kind of like, ugh. And I get it. Some people really like it, but we're not here to talk about the movie. I'm not a movie critic. It's just for me, because I don't like it, I'm not in it. And I agree with everybody on this panel. It's just like Wonder Woman. This is a one and done. Because there's no freaking way they're making 10 Eternals.
I don't see it. I don't see it at all. And
there's no way.
I mean,
so
when it comes to this costume, I think she had I'm looking at like even this picture right here. I think she had the best. Her Ajax costume was okay too, with the crown or the tiara and whatever she had, and that's some Hayek's character. But outside of that, I think Athena had the best costume. The rest of them, like you said, I agree totally, Anthony. Like they were just kind of.
Yeah, and it's again, that's just our opinions or whatever. So like, you know, I'm just saying, if you guys love it, cool, man. I'm glad that somebody loves it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I gotta love it. Doesn't mean that I gotta hate, you know, not like your opinion for liking the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. If you like it, get it. As a figure standpoint, I think it's cool. It looks good. There's a decent amount of weaponry for her, so it's not like a ton of accessories, but she's got a few swords and an axe and what have you. Just be mindful of those ankles, right? It looks cool. I mean, if you're into all of that, she does look very holy. It reminds me of like, you know, like just holy shit, like, you know, angel type. You know, it's all, you know what I mean? That Holy Knight Paladin-esque, you know.
Yes.
So I'm digging it, but at the same time, because of the movie, I don't care. So
wasn't there like a movie with like the Olympian gods, and they all had like golden like power and auras, kind of very similar to how she used it?
Yeah,
I think that's what they were kind of going for. Was that
something like that. I don't think it was like Jason and the Argonauts, but something like that. Some kind of Greek.
Yeah.
Was the Clash of the Titans the new version?
No, it was the one Henry Cavill started it. It was.
Yeah, I forgot what. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just don't know the name.
Yeah.
But
that movie.
I think that's what it was. They were. She has like, she's supposed to have like godly / angelic type of feel to her. I think that's what it is, because she was like almost like the mother of the group in the movie.
Yeah, something.
Something like that.
But yeah, I agree. The costume, her costume, especially out of them, stood out. Like out of everything I've seen, you could definitely tell that they wanted to make at least hers and Selma Hayek's, and I think it's because those were the two big names in the movie. That
Immortals.
Those were probably
there we go.
Only, yep, that was it. But yeah, no, it's like, I agree. It's probably going to be a one and done when it comes to that. But the effects look great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, she's cool as a figure, right? Like if I was collecting Marvel, maybe, you know, more so. I think she fits into the MCU line if you're into the movie. I don't see a problem other than the boots.
Yeah.
For me, it's all in the figure, right? Minus the weapons. The weapons, like, it's nice to have accessories, but it's just like clear plastic. There's no paint to them. Like it looks kind of toyetic, which is fine. That's fine. But for me, I kind of just want the figure, you know, to have it in the background there, you know, because I like the design. But to what Anthony says, this has nothing to do with the Jack Kirby design. I just like the design because it's it's pretty cool. I like it. Nothing to do with the original comic book. I mean, as far as I don't know if there's any cues there that I'm missing, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So moving along, we're gonna go to this guy right here. I'm sorry, Anthony.
I know this damn clown for months has plagued me.
Gotta say, the design. This guy looks phenomenal. I mean, in some shots, he's creepy as shit. I mean, ain't gonna lie. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know how I'm gonna put him into my collection, but. He's great. Anthony,
you'll be facing the other way towards the wall.
There you go. Anthony, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so my thoughts are, look, I love them. Look, I grew up watching this stuff. The original It. I watched both of these, the new ones, both chapters. It's not like I can't watch it, bro. I like it. I just don't want this shit staring at me, dude. Like, everything else I'm cool with. I'm like, you can't hurt me, Star Wars. Okay, you protected me in my youth, but this fucker, like, you know, I don't want him staring at me, bro. But listen. This thing's a grail piece, okay, for many reasons. Yes. They're never gonna make they don't make these, right? And I'm not just saying this as like a FOMO thing, because they're never gonna make it again. They're just not. For $267, right? I think that's what he is.
Yep.
Dude, you get a bunch of stuff. The outfit, as Will I know had mentioned as well, and Dante, and I agree. The outfit could have been a little more weathered. It's a little cleanish, not a big deal. It's all cloth, so you can pose the living shit out of this thing. You can twist and contort him in all his crazy clown glory, and you get a bunch of cool stuff. You get the 2 heads, that jagged teeth. That's cool stuff, man. We don't get a lot of stuff like that in sculpts at all, right? At all. Like, granted, it's how the character looks, but it's just showing what Hot Toys can do. This thing is like really badass looking, man. The base is amazing. You can put the other head in the base. You know, dude, it's badass. It really is badass. I don't know how to say any other way. You need to pick it up because this price point is killer, and they don't do this stuff often, bro. So if you're into it, hell yeah, dude, get this guy. Just keep it the fuck away from me.
I'm gonna jump around a bit. JB, what do you think?
Oh my gosh. I think the whole, all of us, the chat, they probably know what I'm going to say, but it's not for me. I never have been like a horror fan, anything like that, and I'm not going to start now. I mean, just the way that it looks, it gives me chills already. Like, that's just not me. Total pass.
You don't like that right there, though?
I mean, that looks okay, but just not my thing. I wouldn't buy him. I wouldn't spend my money on it. On it, literally on it. So
Totally
I'm
understand.
good.
Desi, what do you think about this piece?
I made space for this guy. I am definitely getting this guy because I'm pretty big on horror. I don't get a lot of horror pieces from Hot Toys, so I'd hope that they, a lot of people pick it up so that Hot Toys can make another one. But we know it's not going to be I don't think it's going to be a huge seller. But the point is, I think it looks awesome. I am definitely getting it for $267. Everything that it comes with now, you can tell that the $267 is a 2019 price, right? When it was announced.
Yep.
Right, and it's coming out now. What is it? 27 months after. The only nitpick, Will mentioned it the other day on the stream with Dante. The collar is it looks like it should be a little higher in some of these pictures.
Yep.
But that's a minor nitpick. Everything else, in my opinion, about the figure so far that we've seen looks amazing. I can't wait to get them.
Awesome.
Can I interrupt for just 1 second? I'm sending an invite just for a view. Somebody wanted to tune in. But honestly, we got 55 people watching. Oh, yeah. Let's bring this new year in, man, and let's get all these likes up. It really helps support the channel. All right.
Show some love.
It's a lot of fun. We're hitting 2022. It's going to be crazy. Let's keep this stuff going.
Awesome. Thanks for that. And thank you guys for watching. You guys, I make it all worthwhile. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Sean, what do you think about this figure, brother?
I mean, I think it's definitely one of the best ones that I've seen them coming out with. It's going to be a grail. Like Anthony was mentioning, it's not much like Anthony and Desi was saying. They don't do these types of figures often. They don't really go out of the wheelhouse that they have, which is normally owned by Disney. But they can show what is possible, what they can do with a figure like this, like how they got the special effects that they have on the teeth, the hands, everything that they can do, the facial features, which are normally not as human as they normally give us with regular head sculpt. So they can give us the most gnarliest, creepiest looking things ever. But much like Anthony, not for me. I'm not going to have this inside. I've seen way too many of horror movies and little things just moving around trying to kill you.
Exactly.
Like, just reminds me of Puppet Master.
The movies we grew up with, bro, was like ventriloquists and puppets and Chucky and all these freaking dolls that tried to kill you. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Sean. Go ahead.
I had a my buddy or my pal. Chucky came out. That went away. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna have this. I was young. But I knew I saw the resemblance between the two. No. It's I know it may not come to life, but it would be.
You don't want to
just
take the
too-
chance,
It sure
No.
torments.
right?
Yeah,
Naturally.
I mean, for the price point, absolutely. And if I was, I would be using this to trick and scare other people with it.
Other
I would
people.
just, I would buy this and sneak it into Anthony's house somewhere and just wait for his reaction.
That shit would be lit on fire, bro, instantly.
Wow.
But honestly, yo, 267. I mean, this price point is phenomenal, and you can't deny that sculpt's like a 10 out of 10.
Yes,
I know it doesn't have the PERS eye system. I don't think it necessarily needs it. They said it didn't have it.
You just need light and angle, and that's all you need.
And you can tell that the eyes are slightly painted a little off, so he does kind of have that kooky eye going on. So it's not like they said they were going to get a PERS system and then they took it out. So with that said, that's a wishful thing. Besides that, I still say that's a 10 out of 10 right there.
Absolutely.
This is a beautiful, phenomenal work of art that they have crafted, and I'm surprised it took them this long for it to come out, but I think it's well worth the wait for anybody who is a fan of this too. And you get a 6-scale severed arm, which I wouldn't mind having to put with Zombie Deadpool or something cool like that, but
that's true.
But I ain't buying them.
That makes a lot of sense.
And the diorama too, that you can
the
put
diorama's
the additional
sweet.
head sculpt in. Right, that to me is great. Not only do you get a diorama, but you get to put the additional head sculpt in. You don't have to have a floating head there on your shelf if you want to display it. It works within the display. So
yes,
that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, I hit it right on the head. All right, so we had something else to come out this week. We had the book of Boba Fett. So, want to talk about your thoughts. It's for the panel and also for the chat. Your thoughts on the book of Boba Fett. What did you guys think about it? Miss JB, we're gonna start with you on this. What did you think of the show overall?
Yeah, Boba Fett. So it is so nice to see Boba Fett on the screen. It was such a nice, just to go back and see him. I find the book of Boba Fett is starting like slow, and eventually there's gonna be like tons of action, of course, and I just felt really like good watching him when he was like having flashbacks about his dad. Like that really touched me, and I felt like wow, like it's getting into his very personal, life from before, and I feel like I'm connecting more even though it's starting slow. So far it's a good beginning, and I know we're gonna see some action later. So can't wait for more.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. I think it's a great show as well. Sean, what did you think about? Oh, Sean, yes, yeah. What did you think about it?
What? Who? Me? Or
sorry.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing is I actually really haven't been able to watch most of it. I've been a little bit too busy. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, it's the same thing. Like what JB was mentioning, it's going to start out slow, and I think that's a great idea that they're doing that. They're showing us kind of half and half of where he's been and what he's been through.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that was a mystery, like when he showed up in The Mandalorian. So I think as storytelling that they're giving us what we want first. And then all that action, all that stuff that leads up to what's happening currently is going to hit. So I think it's a smart way of starting the show off.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Desi, what do you think about it?
I really enjoyed it. I think it was exactly what I was expecting. I enjoyed the pacing of it, the speed of it. It's not that I'm saying it's perfect or anything, but I really enjoyed it. The designs that we are looking at on our screen right now for Tusken Raider is probably my favorite Tusken Raider design. This is amazing. I saw a lot of negative comments, and I'm always respectful of them. Some of them were a little, I guess, opinions. Like some people were saying they hated the monster at the end, right?
Right.
I'm not going to get into too much spoiler territory. I don't know if we can, but I love that thing. That thing, when I saw it on the screen, I was like, oh, that's so cool, right? And other people were complaining about the music, that it wasn't Star Wars-ish enough, but I mean, I guess you just got to get used to it. Like the Mandalorian theme song, that wasn't Star Wars-ish until you got used to it. I don't know, at least it wasn't for me. Point being, this was an awesome show. I like that it's starting off a little slow, but it still had plenty of action in that first episode, in that short first episode. And that's the only critique I'll get, right? I don't think these shows need to be longer than they need to be. They need to tell the story, right? That being said, and we get an episode at least an hour long. Hey, if it's only going to be 6 because it's 3 hour long episodes, I prefer that. You know, maybe it's because I prefer to binge stuff, right? But
Yeah.
that's the only critique I'll give it. Otherwise, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think that they're really trying to get the whole audience engaged, you know, for the ones that probably don't even have the clue about who Boba Fett is. And but it's really nice how they're just trying to bring the whole audience to know exactly what's going on, what he went through, and you're gonna definitely surprise everybody ahead with all the action, definitely.
Indeed.
Absolutely, totally agree. Anthony, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, as you know, and those in the chat may or may not know, I did a live viewing of it, and you know, of course, I showed some of the footage, and YouTube blocked my video now, so I may go ahead and just redo a video, but we'll just do an episode 1 discussion with the community rather than that. So with that said, I watched it live for, you know, that was live reaction. I didn't watch it yet. Just that was it. So with that, dude, I don't understand what people are bitching about. I thought it was perfect, almost perfect. Okay, perfect's kind of a loaded word. It was damn good. The beginning, you know, being able and we called this. You heard me before on preview. I called that shit. I knew it. I was like, they're gonna have a flashback. They're gonna show him how he gets out of the Sarlacc pit. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out they were gonna do that. But it was cool that they did, because we haven't seen him since 1983. Okay. Us old school guys were like Sean was saying, we saw him in Mando, but we were like, well, where the hell did he come from? So it's cool to see how he got out. Okay. It was great to see the Jawas steal his armor. They're tying that in. That's where Cobb Vanth got the armor from the Jawas, from Mando. So they're tying in, they're world building, they're respecting the lore of George Lucas. So that's why I'm digging it. They're taking certain liberties, but I'm cool with that. I'm along for the ride. Like these Tusken Raiders, come on, dude. That shit looks sick, man. That's the Raider I'd buy right there on the right. Like Hot Toys put that out.
Yes.
You got my money, bro, right there. So I love it. It is slow. Like JB was saying, everybody else, it's a slow burn, but I'm not judging this. They're literally calling it the book of Boba Fett, you know? So
they're treating it like a book.
Yeah, it's when I read novels, they're slow. The first Game of Thrones was slow. It got really good, like the books. I'm talking books, not the show. The Expanse, the same thing. Leviathan Wakes is the first novel. It was slow, and then it takes off, and then so I'm reserving my judgment until all 7 episodes are complete. It's cool. I get they're old, okay? They're both kind of, you know, they're in their 50s. The choreography was a little slow. I wanted, you know, I kind of wanted. That's okay though. It's cool. I kind of want to know what the hell's going on with him though. Okay, I don't understand why he's like, take me back to the back of the tank. Like he's running away, and I said that in my video. I'm like, they're kicking ass. The Mortal Kombat ninjas are whooping on them, and then they run away. And I'm like, why are you guys running away? Did you just kick Boba's ass? And then, you know, they take off. So some weird things I don't quite get.
Maybe he's juicing, or
well, I don't know, because here's the thing. Here's what I don't know, and I don't know if anybody can confirm this. How long was he in the Sarlacc pit? When he escapes in that flashback, what year is that in Star Wars world that he escaped? Was he in there forever, and then he just got out, and then we see him in Mando shortly thereafter? Like, is that concurrent timeline? Because
it takes
then I can understand
them to digest them. Like,
so I don't know.
Because isn't that what was going on with his armor? It was being corroded by the stomach acid.
Yeah, I don't know how long it is, because I don't know why he's having all this trauma, these flashback trauma, and is it fresh memory? Or is this years ago? Why is he kicking ass in Mando, but he's take me to the tank? You know, like, why is he all weak? Otherwise, it's, like I said, perfect's loaded, but it was pretty goddamn good. So
I just want to freeze on this shot right here because you said Mortal Kombat ninjas. They damn sure do look like Mortal Kombat.
They do. You know, that's the other thing. Let me add this real quick, and then
building keyblades.
My last thought on this I thought was pretty cool. They had mentioned like the daimos and the major domos, okay, which have to deal with the old feudal Japan, the shogun, with the vassals and everything. I don't want to get into all the details, but that's the first time I've heard that in a Star Wars. So it's interesting that they're using the same language,
Right.
And I know originally that was the kind of, it's a Western / samurai. So to incorporate that, but to hear it, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember them name dropping stuff like that in any Star Wars
That's a first.
media.
Yeah.
So interesting to kind of see where they're going. I loved it, dude. I can talk about it forever, dude. I just loved it. It's interesting to see that he's taken over and he has to protect these vassals
Yeah.
that were under Jabba, or they're going to unite and take him over, or perhaps another faction like whatever these guys are. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, man. It's a slow burn. I love it. I'm gonna shut up about it. I'll talk about it all day.
We're not gonna regret it continuing watching. We'll see. Everyone's gonna be like, remember when we talked about it and look how it turned out in the end? Like, it's gonna be amazing. And you never know like what we might see also, like for example Mace Windu, because he did get that flashback of his dad, remember? Maybe he will want to get revenge. Like, we don't know what's gonna be boiling with this. Like, I'm excited. I'm enjoying it. I'm just a happy watcher of right now the book of Boba Fett. So
I was just about to bring that up. I'm so glad you bring it up. What did you guys think of that scene? When because that was like one of the first scenes we saw as the show opened up. Him, flashback into little baby Boba, not baby, but little boy Boba Fett looking at holding up his father's severed head in the helmet. Like, so that's obviously a memory that plagues him. And to me, I think that's going to lead to a code. I don't know if it's going to be at the end of the season, the last episode. I really think we're going to get a shot at Samuel L. Jackson as Mace Windu, and then that just goes into season 2. That's what
I think that was foreshadowed. I don't see why. I don't see what the relevance of showing us Attack of the Clones clip.
Yep.
What's the relevance?
Yep.
Like, honestly, if you're watching Book of Boba Fett, then you're a fan of Star Wars. If you're not, that scene doesn't make any fucking sense anyway to a normie who's never seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I think it's foreshadowing, like Brother Cousins is saying. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say I hope that it's foreshadowing, right? I think it may be just like a scene put in there to explain PTSD, and I think that's why he runs away, right? Which we don't see. I know we don't see it in Mando, but that's because Robert Rodriguez had one episode really to bring him in, and he's like, I'm going to bring him in, he's going to kick ass in Mando. But now I've got 6 episodes, right, or 7 episodes. Now I'm going to get into a little bit more of the, nuances of the character, right? Like, he's got PTSD, why he was in a Sarlacc pit, his dad was killed. This is not, he's badass to a certain extent, right? And as far as a Sarlacc pit goes, I guess he was slowly digested over the course of 5 days, right? I don't know. I don't know how long.
5 days?
No, I'm just making that up. Like,
okay, because I don't know. Remember, they mentioned that it takes like.
I mean, I know he's Mandalorian.
Days or years to digest or something, right?
Right, but is a Mandalorian basically human? I know he's a clone, right? But he's a clone of a Mandalorian, which is that human? How long can you go without food and water? Right.
Yeah.
I know, right?
So,
was they genetically altered?
Okay, well, here I looked it up really quick
for the soldiers. So yeah,
I should have known this, right? But it says right here in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, Jabba says through his interpreter C-3PO that when someone is thrown into the Sarlacc pit, they endure indescribable suffering as they are slowly digested over 1,000 years.
Yeah.
That's why I said over 5 days, right? It's like,
so he could have been in there for He could have been in there like what? Maybe because the Mandalorian timeline, I believe, is 5 years after Return of Jedi, right? So he could have been in there for 5 years.
Right. But then again, it's like, well, wait a minute. Like, how's he eating? Now, I thought that scene was cool. He pulled the breather out of the stormtrooper, which makes me believe he couldn't breathe.
Right.
So he had to get oxygen from the stormtrooper tank.
Right.
Which makes me feel like that just happened in Return of the Jedi. He got out, then Jabba's barge is gone, and he's like, "What the hell?" So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That could be. And then for those years, because we don't know how long he's been with the Tusken Raiders. After he took down this monster for them, and it's funny how like the little the little Tusken Raider kind of like took yeah, I did the kill. At least that's what I got from it, you know. But they all knew like, no, he didn't. And then just passed him the water. I mean, so yeah, it's just.
Now we gotta still have a suspension of disbelief. Obviously, we're watching a fantasy sci-fi show. I mean, there's no lightsabers and blasters and Jedi and blah blah blah. I know,
exactly.
I know. I'm ruining the dream. But with that said,
what?
Right?
Jedi
But
and lightsabers don't exist.
I still want it to be loosely. I still want to be able to relate to it, though, right? You don't want to, because that was my first question. I was like, well, wait a minute, how long was he in there?
How long?
And how's he eating? How's he surviving? Like.
He's got rations.
Probably
the collector says this was the argument my wife and I were having. We're trying to figure out the timeline.
right, exactly. So,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's
said it.
probably gonna deal with that too, like a form of his PTSD with all the stuff that's happened to him as a kid and all that. But maybe he has done some things in the Sarlacc pit in order to survive that is gonna take a toll on him.
and they may bring that up later. I don't know if they're going to gloss over that. Yeah, that's true. Carbonite Kid is right. We did see that. I even mentioned that when I was watching. I was like, is that the sail barge? Because it was like, it was smoking and it was destroyed. So
Damn,
he probably wasn't in there that long, dude.
Yeah.
I
completely
too.
missed
I don't
that.
think so.
Damn. See, that's why
Maybe
it's good to watch this more than one
weeks.
time.
Yeah.
Finding the little nuances, little points that they put in, the details that real fans notice.
And he was in there long enough to get all messed up, right? And we're assuming that skin damage he had was from the Sarlacc pit. And yet when he was in there, it wasn't like it ate through the Mandalorian armor, but it was eating through the clothes. So there must have been like a mix of like acids and vapor that are affecting him while he's in there.
Yeah.
So yeah. Pretty neat. Nice design.
Yeah. Awesome. And while we're talking about this, I mean, seriously, my question would be, do you guys potential figures that we can get from this line? Because when I'm looking at this stuff now, I mean, I think we all do this. All I'm looking at is like, damn,
backstage. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
It's backstage in StreamYards.
Oh. Let me see. Oh, let me see. Back. Go back. See what we got. What am I missing? I'm sorry.
I believe we have another member for the panel.
Oh my goodness! I didn't see that.
Intruder.
Thank you.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
I got you,
Hey.
bro. I got you. Sorry, man.
Awesome.
I just wanted to jump in real quick because I'm gonna start. You sent me the link, so I was like, let me just jump in real quick and say what's up to everybody, man. Because
We got
you
the
know,
1/6 scale man. I'm gonna call you the all 6 scale man. How you doing, brother? I'm so glad you're able to make it, man. How
oh
you
man,
doing?
it's been crazy, bro. Like I've been busy like the last couple of hours, man. Like busy. So that's why I said, you know what, I'll try to jump in when I can. And since I don't, start until 9:15, I was like, let me just kind of jump in real quick and see what y'all guys talk about. See everybody. JB, what's up?
Hi, good to see you.
You know what I mean? Metamorphic Customs, what's going on with you, brother?
What's up, man? How's it going?
How you
Good to
doing,
see you.
man? Good to see you,
good.
brother. What we got in here? Is it Toku Collective? Is that what's up, man? How do I say it? Because I don't want to get it wrong.
No. You said it right. It's Toku Collector 5. It's
Okay,
the numeral.
I'm not. I'm like getting shit wrong, so I'm sorry. I don't want to say it wrong. And my man Cisco Mafia, what's going on with you, brother?
What's up, bud? It's cool you're in here. I saw you. You're like, yo, hey, backstage. I was like, who is it? I was like, oh, shit.
huh?
I was like, hey, I don't know if you said he saw, man.
I did not want to actually stop doing. Seeing y'all talking about what we're going to what the main topic of tonight's show is. So yeah, it's going to be a great discussion.
Amazing,
I'm
right?
interested. Like, how did everybody else feel? Because I know I loved it.
Loved
it. I guess it's just me. I know what I know what I expected from it. You know what I mean? I didn't. I explained this yesterday. It's like, okay, like you get a birthday cake, right? Somebody delivers you a birthday cake on your birthday. They put it in front of you. All right. You look at the box, and you're like, it's a white box. It's just a white box. My name's not even on it. I don't even want what's inside. It's dull.
Right.
Instead of opening up to see how beautiful the cake is, right? You just sit there and you look at the box. That's how I saw this episode. Like, literally, It was introduction. It was an origin story. It was basically telling you what happened. Every question that we had, because what if this episode was totally different, right? What if we didn't get this episode? What would have been the main question that people would have been asking, that they've been asking ever since he was introduced in The Mandalorian?
How to get out of the Sarlacc pit?
Exactly. I want to know what happened in the Sarlacc pit. Exactly. So we got that this first episode. Boom! It was right there. So that question has been. Now we want to know, how did he get the gaffy stick? We're gonna find that out. Like literally. Yep. We're about to find that out. There's so many different things, Easter eggs that was in this last episode that people overlooked because all they were looking at is like, yo, he's not the badass that we know him from. Give him time. The guy is going through some PSD right now. Yeah. Like literally, he let her know the dreams are back. He's not in the right state of mind. Once he gets himself back in order, watch what you're about to see. So just give it some time, man. Come on, let him grow.
I agree, man.
Exactly.
I totally agree.
It's good to see him like this, right? Like you see different aspects of his personality. It can't just be bad.
Is it because we're old school? Is that what it is?
It got to be, bro.
Is it people our age who are complaining about this?
Yeah.
Or are they a little younger? Because I was like, dude, this is everything we needed.
It's everything. It's everything that we basically needed. And I love the simple fact that it's fan service without really being evident. Like I said, it's something that we wanted to know. Jon Favreau, and they know what we want. They know what we want as fans because they are fans themselves.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So lore.
And exactly, and they do respect the lore. Just give it time. Like I don't want the meat of the story the first episode because then what else am I going to watch?
Exactly.
I want you to take me on that journey, and the first episode takes me on that journey. So
exactly,
I'm all in for it. I don't know what everybody else. I love it. I can't wait. I got my Boba shirt on for night. We actually had this discussion, so I'm all in for it. I don't know about everybody else, but I
think everybody on the panel agrees.
Definitely, man.
It's well worth the wait.
Definitely, JB. I know you were excited, right?
Yeah, and I'm just like, people, please give it a chance. Just like we give a chance to everything else. Be patient. It'll get good, I promise.
And we have to stop comparing. Like, okay, everybody's talking about, well, with The Mandalorian, we got Grogu the first episode. So, boom, we know where we were going. This isn't Mandalorian.
No.
He doesn't need a Grogu.
Predictable.
Exactly.
And we're not even talking about how badass Fennec was. She went nuts. Yeah. Like, literally. Come on,
Tail
man.
in the wall and all that. I mean, went full ninja.
If you didn't want her hot toy before, you want a hot toy even more now.
You want it now. You want it, and now people. Okay. So people wanted to know why I was getting 3. That question's been answered this last episode, MFers. Just go ahead with it. I'm getting 3 because I'm telling you, she's my favorite character right now. I think Mario just saw. He's like, yo, you need to get off and get over here. So I don't want to get too hyped, man. I just I want to stop in and say what's up to everybody because I actually never really met Metamorphic in person and I just want to stop through, man, because I'm fans. So I am a fan. Right, I'm a fan of everybody on this panel because, like I said, I just love what we talk about and what we do. So. Yeah, I just want to jump in and say what's up and shout out. Keep on moving, keep on pushing. That's want. Bro, are you gonna have these? Is everybody gonna be back on the show? Because when they're back on, I want to be back so I can talk with everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Next week we can do it. Next week.
And I don't know, Lael, if you're busy on Monday, but we're all doing it Monday on my channel too, man.
What time?
And 6 your time.
See, man.
Or what? I can do 7.
No, man. They don't leave. See, that's the thing, is it's hard for me during the week except for like Fridays, because Fridays I'm normally out around 5:45.
Got you.
Dealing with my client. I schedule everybody a certain way because there's a break in between, and I'm not normally done until like around 9 o'clock. That's why my show's at like 9:15 because it gives me a break.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard. So like
my time.
Yeah, so normally like Fridays, Saturdays, or Sundays are normally okay for me to kind of squeeze certain things in. But during the week from Monday to Thursday, it's a bit hard. So
it's just tight,
because as soon as I hit 7, then you're on. So it wouldn't work
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's a tough thing, man. But we're gonna make teamwork makes the dream work, and we're gonna make it work.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna definitely gonna make it pop off. So let me know.
Definitely, Leo. Before you go though, you think we getting these guys, man? You think we're gonna get a 2-pack?
Yep, we are.
Yeah.
Yo, the first episode cemented that, bro. Like literally, because did you see how they moved? I have never seen Gamorrean guards move that quick, bro. Like literally
right?
beast mode.
Yeah,
They were beast mode, and they had his back from the jump. Like that
Yeah.
just shows loyalty. You know what I mean?
I love that. I love that part.
Yeah,
It's just like
it
if I
just-
spare you,
Exactly.
and then
That
they showed his
shows-
loyalty. They're like, we got you.
Yep. And the thing is, people have to understand real quick, and then I'm gonna dip out. I like the simple fact that, yo, blood is on the walls, and it's his, and they can smell it, and everybody is after you, trying to take the king down. Like literally, I want to see that, and they're gonna have a hard ass time doing it. I cannot wait. I wanted this episode to be just how it was because you're setting everything else up. And wait till and they're not even talking about the simple fact that Tusken Raider whooped his ass and was dope doing it. You know what I mean? So, yes, like this is what I want. Like I want it. It didn't look like a predator when she did it, or was it a he or a she? We don't know.
I think the one on the
No
left,
idea.
I think that's the queen, and then the chieftain. Like I
The
think they're
queen
married, right?
whooped
And that
his
was
ass.
so it was a girl.
The queen
whooped his
got
ass.
busy. She got busy. I want that hot toy. Now I have never wanted a Tusken Raider more than I want him now. Like
Same
literally.
here. I want
Right?
these. Yeah.
Right?
He looks sick, dude.
Because they also, you know what? Who they reminded me of a sad bit. I always get the name wrong. Solo, a Star Wars story. What was her name?
I know you're talking. Yes, it
I
reminds
know
me
you
of her.
talking. Yes. Damn it.
I only
Danny
watched it
Newton's
once.
character?
No, not
She
Danny
had a
Newton's
cool
character.
helmet.
Oh, I know the other one. Oh no, I know you talking about. Damn
What
it,
the
what is
hell?
her name?
I forget the name. It's
Oh, and then
right.
she took her mask off.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it sort of reminded me
style,
of.
That
So-
very nomad.
Yo.
Dude, yeah.
Enfys
let's
Nest.
go. Enfys Nest. Yes. That's what it sort of.
Mario
Hot toys.
coming
Come on.
clutch.
Yeah.
You missed an opportunity
Mario,
with
thank
that
you.
one. You missed an opportunity with that one. Enfys Nest. Mario, I'm on my way in too, brother. But anyway, yeah, that's what I wanted to actually say, man. I love it for the first episode. I'm gonna watch it probably again tonight and dissect. I'm so glad y'all went through it. So, and I love that Boba sweatshirt that you got on, my man, Metamorphic. Yo, I got to get that.
Thank
So
you,
I'm
sir.
in.
Thank you.
I'm
Oh,
all
dude,
in.
what about this one, huh?
Okay.
Oh, that's dope.
Okay. I see it. I see
I
it.
know, not Star Wars, but you know,
Yo,
it's
it
Rogue.
is.
You know,
It
it's
is.
Rogue. It's got to
it
be
is.
X-Men.
It's still doing its thing. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
shout out to you guys, man. I love what everybody's doing, man. I just love this community, so I'm glad to be a part of it. So I'll talk to you guys later again. But yeah, I'm gonna jump on to get ready. So I'll talk to you in a little bit, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much for
See
dropping
you
by.
What's
Yeah,
up, brother?
peace, man.
Thanks for stopping in.
Anytime, man.
Thanks for
Anytime.
coming
See you again.
Yeah, anytime,
Take
man.
care.
Awesome. Awesome. That was great. Leo, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
That was awesome. Awesome. Yeah, so you got, I mean, come on. You know we're gonna get all these figures. Any other thing? You think we're gonna get the band?
Dude, I just need a band. Like,
it.
I mean, I know Sideshow put it out, but how freaking
Okay.
cool would that be if we had like the whole band just chilling? Then I would buy the Jabba, right?
Dude,
Then I'd
it
buy
would be
Han
annoying
Solo and
because Every time I
Carbonite.
go over, I would just hear the band playing.
Yo, I'll just get one of those little Bluetooth speakers and then
Yeah.
just have the song on and have it switched on my phone.
Oh, that would be.
You just come on in and they're just jamming. Dude,
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I gotta go get a drink, man. That just got me thirsty.
That was, I think we talked about it on Aries stream one day. Like, are we going to see the band? But if we keep seeing the band in shows, right, eventually it's going to come, and
Right.
like Anthony just said, Sideshow made them, but now, we might get a Hot Toys one eventually.
Who knows?
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I would see. I knew it was weird, but I had a dream one day that they had a box set of this. They had a big box set, and I was in a Toys R Us. It was a weird dream. I don't know. I was after I had my COVID shot, so I don't know. I was having some type of weird dream.
Kind of simple.
Prophetic.
Right.
Prophetic.
Yes, I'm like, what the hell? And I was in a Toys R Us, and I'm like, but I was my age. I wasn't. Last time I was in a Toys R Us, I don't know. I was probably 15, showing my age. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was like where I was in the Toys R Us, and it was a big Hot Toys box, and it was the band. So who knows? Maybe that.
Wow, you never know.
You never know. You never know.
Just in Toys R Us spending a good $1,200.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, but I could definitely see them having a 2-pack of this. We're definitely going to get more Boba Fett figures. It's
Yeah.
going to be great. It's
There-
going
There's no way that we're not going to get new figures just off of this, because if you already got Boba Fett and Fennec coming, there's going to be more coming from the show.
absolutely.
Yeah. And if they don't already have it planned, they're gonna know because they're gonna get the feedback. Just like how everyone right here, we want the Tusken Raiders, we want the Gamorrean guards. They listen to that, and
Exactly.
I think that's what it is. Just keep repeating it. If you guys want it, just let them know because it would just make everyone stream because most people have like OG and it's hard to get OG.
Yeah.
This would be perfect for some people to finally fit in a couple of things that they never even thought they might need.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And there's a good chance we might keep seeing these Tusken Raiders and the Gamorrean guards in the subsequent episodes, right? So again, the more you see of a character, the more likely you're going to get it because we've gotten characters that we've only seen in one episode, like the Armor, right? Heavy Mando. As long as they're cool looking and people love them.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I loved about this episode. I think this episode was great for Tusken Raiders because I always felt that they kind of got like shoved it. They were kind of like plot devices. Like if you think about like even in the prequel movies, Anakin killed a whole bunch of them, you know, and stuff. They were like plot devices. They never really had their own story. And I like about these shows, you're getting characters that now have they're getting way more screen time than just like, you know, a little couple beats here, a couple beats there. We're getting whole episodes around it. And I mean, I think it does good for these guys. So yeah, I'm all for it.
I don't know what you're talking about because I went to get a drink, but I'm assuming you're speaking about the Tusken Raiders.
Yes, sir.
So with that said, just caught the back end of what you were saying, Jay.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. 100% agree. I think this just first episode was a little more profound just for Tusken Raiders because we get to see that they do have some kind of hierarchy structure. We can see that there's rank systems, right? Whether this guy is on top or if the queen's the leader. I don't know if it's a more of a matriarchal, you know, thing, but it's cool. It's world building because the Tusken Raiders, like you said, they were kind of throwaway, just enemies, and we got to see a bit more of them in Mandalorian, how they got to work together to take down the Crate Dragon. You know, despite, you know, hey, okay, yeah, they raid. Hey, we'll stop raiding if you help us. It's cool, right? They're not just this faceless mustache twirling villain. You know, so to me, this is badass. And you know, I think you and Desi both know, I was saying it for months. Are you getting Tusken Raider? You getting Tusken Raider? I was like, nah, he's too clean. And I know he's going to be in Book of Boba. I'm going to wait. Because a Raider's a Raider in that respect, as long as I get him. And these dudes look sick. And I think they'd be foolish to not put these out.
Absolutely. Well, I think it's definitely going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, let's go to this right here. Releases and predictions. What do you guys, let me turn this off. Oh, there we go. I'm going to get it. There we go. I'm still new to this. So we got, looks like we got Wonder Woman coming. We got Pennywise coming. They did an announcement of Athena. So for 2022, what do you guys think is going to be released next? I mean, stuff that we not just stuff that we know is coming, or things that you want to see in 2023. JB, I'm gonna start with you. What do you think is coming next?
I am I don't know. I'm just kind of clueless. I mean, I wish Ahsoka could come sooner, but right. But other than that, I don't know. It's like, just surprise me, Hot Toys. Surprise me. Right? Like, we want a surprise. We want to be shocked. We don't want to guess it all ourselves all the time. But hopefully we all get what we want and they can read our minds. And nowadays, Hot Toys is just throwing things out there random-wise. And I'm just like, sometimes it's not exactly what I wanted. But like I said, well, hopefully Ahsoka. And the ones I really like.
Definitely want Ahsoka. Definitely want Ahsoka and Loki and
Loki. Yes, I like Loki.
Well, Loki's the last Endgame line now, correct?
That's it.
Because we do have our battle damage now. Those were the only two we were missing.
Yep. Once we get Loki, it's done after 3.5 years. Damn, it's been long.
But I think that'd be the Loki to get, though.
Absolutely. And Sean, with you, what do you expect? What do you think is going to come next from Hunter? You think it's going to be Ahsoka, a Loki, or
Well, I mean,
Cable?
like, what's
Cable,
actually
maybe?
physically going to come next? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I would have to say probably Ahsoka will be coming next because of the hype of Boba Fett. Um,
True.
I could
Very
see
true.
Loki coming, but I could see them riding that hype of the Star Wars line. So I think between those two, Ahsoka's probably going to be the one that's coming next.
I hope
But
so. I
yeah.
really do.
I really hope so. I really hope so. Desi, which one you thinking? What you think is coming next?
Well, I'm hoping for Ahsoka, right? I'm guessing Ahsoka, Clone Wars, Maul. They're just. I
Yeah.
mean, those are easy guesses, right?
Right.
They were supposed to be out what, like 2 months ago, 3 months
Right.
ago.
Right.
So easy guess, right? But I would have to think and hope that it's those two. And then after that, maybe like a Clone Wars Anakin on the stab, right?
Ooh,
Stab,
yeah, I
whatever-
forgot
whatever you
about
say it.
that.
Yeah.
Me too.
So that should be on the heels of Ahsoka too. We'll see. We'll see how quickly they release all of those. And as far as the Marvel ones, I think Loki's let's end that. Like you've said it already well. All right, let's end Endgame. Right, get it out.
Yeah.
Let's move on
I
to the next
know.
one.
Yep. Carbonite Kids, Ahsoka, Maul, Fett 2-pack, Anakin with stamp, bring them. I totally agree, definitely, especially with that Fett 2-pack. That's what I'm looking for, straight up. Anthony, what do you think's coming next, brother?
Well, I'm not going to say everything you guys all said because I believe that's kind of stating the obvious, and no offense to that, because those are coming. They're right around the corner,
Peer
right?
pressure. Say the same thing. Come on.
What I will say for release predictions or announcements, rather, I still think shortly we're going to hear of maybe a Kate Bishop and maybe a Kingpin,
Yes.
possibly another Hawkeye.
Absolutely.
Possibly.
Definitely no. Another Hawkeye and Kate Bishop from the last episode, I believe, because I don't know if anyone's seen it, but I think the show's gonna give a different Hawkeye. We're not just gonna have like a Hawkeye 1 and then Ronin.
Excuse me.
Because I think there's
I'm not
like
sure.
a matching. Yeah, I think there will be something where you can get kind of like Kate Bishop and the Hawkeye together, to match. Not as a 2-pack, but get a Hawkeye to go with Kate Bishop.
And the
Right,
final
so they-
suits from the last
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
And,
may
you
do
know-
something like that.
God forbid they give us a Kingpin from that show.
Dude, it'll be
With a
sick.
Hawaiian shirt and everything. But
Yeah,
that would
already.
be amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at like prediction, like announcements rather.
Yeah.
I think Clone Wars, Maul, and Ahsoka, they're done. I think they're going to come out back to back. I think we'll get like Ahsoka, and then maybe like 2-3 days or possibly 1 week later, there will be Maul.
They're gonna
Absolutely.
I think they're going to be concurrent releases with those. Everything else you guys mentioned, yeah, it's all around the corner. I know. I think it was Jedi Knights Watch. Yeah, he was saying sucks Boba and the Throne's almost still a year out. I don't think it's going to be a year out. I think they're going to push that thing quicker. So I think maybe in the next 6 months we're going to have it. And Fabio says that my background is fire. Please be careful when you bubble wrap them for me. In his dreams, these are not going to Fabio. But with that said, man, I'm interested to see what's coming. And I don't know if we're talking exclusively Star Wars. The only thing we got going right now is the Book of Boba Fett, and it's still too early to predict if anything. Of course, we want them. We want those Tusken Raiders. We want the Gamorreans. Hopefully, a 2-pack.
You want the Space Mortal Kombat ninjas?
Yeah, I'll take them. I don't know who they are, but you can army build them if you really wanted to go deep down that line. But dude, I'm telling you, 2022 is this is gonna be a crazy flipping year, man. We still have so many that we already know about. Yeah. As we mentioned, Anakin with a stab, Maul. A lot of Clone Wars stuff's coming. Vaughn, Jesse. I mean, when you're looking at just Star Wars, a lot of stuff's coming. We got a lot of other Marvel. We have some DC coming. And we don't even know what the hell else is actually coming. What's going to happen with the rest of Book of Boba Fett?
Obi-Wan.
What's going to happen with Obi-Wan, dude? That shit's going to be fire, dude. I don't even know, bro. Then we have Ahsoka. Okay, and if I gotta wait till I'm 45 to get a fucking Grand Admiral Thrawn, okay, you know what I'm saying? I need a Grand Admiral Thrawn, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, clearly, dude, I need Thrawn. Like,
yes.
I can't wait.
Well-
I don't know who he's gonna be, but it's gonna be sick.
The good thing is we will probably get a Thrawn. The bad thing is we'll probably never get a C-3PO and R2D2 box.
Yo, it's a trade-off, dude. It's a trade-off I'm willing to compromise on. You give me a Thrawn, I'll go pick up a sideshow 3PO or something, or you know.
Yeah.
Right.
But god damn, yeah, I don't know, guys. It's just gonna be a sweet year for releases. There's too many to predict.
I think they're gonna surprise us, everyone, with Ahsoka, hopefully, like I said, and other random stuff they want to throw at us. Either way, prepare your wallets, everyone.
Yes.
Prepare, okay?
Yeah.
You don't want to be stuck and be like, I can't afford it. We don't want that.
Right.
So just
Especially-
get ready, money-wise. Just save it for later,
Agreed.
and you never know what if like Jango Fett shows up, and we're
Right, that's
like,
what Andrew just said in the chat too. Don't forget about Django.
Yeah.
Andrew
I
said
can't
that.
wait for
I
a Django.
completely forgot about Django. That's a
It's
good
like,
point
can't
because
forget
once
it.
yeah, because once they come out of the Chinese New
soon.
Year, you know, I know we're
They're
gonna have
probably
a little
gonna
more.
drop him since they showed him in the show now too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already coming,
yeah.
but what I mean is like to kind of
Even
correlate
faster.
with Book of Boba.
I
Once
totally
maybe Book of
agree.
Boba ends,
Yep.
they'll release Django.
Yeah.
Because by
I
then we'll have a
agree.
couple announcements from Book of Boba. Or like they'll do that, right? They'll be like, okay, Book of Boba's over, the last episode. Boom, here's some new Boba figures.
Yep.
Boom, by the way, Django's out now. So now
Yep.
people are like,
Right.
oh, look at that new
Boom.
Boba. Oh shit, I'm gonna buy that Django.
Django.
Like,
Yep.
they're a business. This is how this stuff
is
works.
how it is. Oh yeah. They don't care if we end up being in debt. They want it. They want the money. So
Yeah.
They want us
and
in
we,
debt.
It's true.
We want their
Right.
figures, yes. But be ready.
I mean, it's almost to the point now where I look at all the money I spend on Hot Toys, like
Oh, I know.
weekly
I know.
and monthly. I mean, it's like I'm damn near like last year. I hate to look at it. It's like I'm damn near signing over half my check to Howard Chan.
I've got to
Crazy.
the point where I don't buy makeup to buy my figure if I really
Oh
want it.
man.
So it's like I can survive another month with no makeup. So I'll be like, let me just save up for what I really want. But
Sacrifice.
Yeah, this is serious business, everyone.
It is.
It is.
Serious business.
It is.
But it's kind of worth it, right?
It's so worth it. Yeah. I don't
All
wanna
right,
be
you get to
"I
like look
missed
at your
out."
collection or just
You
it's
know what?
fun. You know,
It
for
is
me, it's
good.
fun anyway. Like it's like you get to pose them the way you want. You can set up your display how you want to, you know, and it's unique to every individual. Like what you like. Some people might just pick up horror film stuff, maybe just DC, whatever, and then they
Yeah.
stylize it to their personality. How do I want to
That's
pose this?
right.
How do I want to decorate it? Like it's fun. It's not just getting figures. There's a whole. It's a
There's
whole thing,
story.
you know, and then the
Yeah,
community.
Personal stories for everybody's
Yeah.
connections. Oh yeah.
And you know what? And while we're at this, you know, this is probably going to be the last one for the night, topic for the night. But yeah, since we're on this, why do we collect? You know, tell us that. And let me go to Desi. You want to answer that? Why do you collect? Why is it important we have these these pieces of art? Is it just because you just want to have these pieces of art, or is it they harken back to something in your past that, you know, just bring up moments of nostalgia? What is the reason?
It's a little bit of everything. You know, like many people, I've collected curate, whatever you want to call it, since I was a kid. I never really stopped when other kids stopped collecting toys. I still collected toys even if I didn't play with them. You just stop playing with them, and then you kind of pose them and leave them there and display. So the reason I collect now is because I really like the design aspect of it. I've worked in the toy industry in one way or the other, you know, for past decade. So, you know, I really like that design aspect. I can see what goes on behind the scenes just by looking at the figure, and just being able to display that as maybe not as an art piece, but just as a piece of, look, this was a mass-produced product, but look at the quality that went into it, the details, the design that was put into it, engineering. Like, I like being able to display that in a museum-style kind of format. So that's why I do it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And definitely, I mean, looking at what you do with your dioramas, I mean, that just takes it to the next level. It's like Hot Toys are already
Yeah.
works of art. And then you add that to it, and that's just, you know, that just takes it to a whole another level. And
Another level. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, dude.
it's awesome. JB, why do you collect?
Right. So interesting. Out of like, besides a woman. Okay, so oh my gosh, my husband is the one that started me with everything. Let me explain why. He hasn't had a long time collecting either, but we always like watching like the movies, the DC, Marvel, all of the stuff we grew up with, right? And we never bumped into hot toys like at all. Never had to touch one. Never seen one with anybody else showing us anything. But it all started because we discovered it on YouTube, of course. What someone did kind of do something. We ordered one. He ordered one, and I wasn't a fan yet. And he was so happy with his Captain America, the first Avenger, his first hot toy. And I was washing dishes and cleaning around the house like a usual housewife. And before you know it, I dropped it and I was like, holy moly, like, did I break it? Like, I didn't know what these toys were about. And like, I picked it up and I felt like it kind of like did something for some reason. And I looked it around, I'm all touching it, and like, I was like, what's happening? Like, is this really like, this isn't a Barbie? It's something else. I love the material. I love the whole design of the Captain America, like the boots. I started wondering, like, wow, they make more of these? Like, how much do these cost? And, what else can we get? And, like, what am I really into that I can relate to buy? So that's how we started. Like, we're not gonna copy everybody else and just get like anything else random. Like, let's make our own connection that we have a vibe for. Connection as kids, how growing up we watched the movies and everything. And just the whole details from head to toe of the hot toy figure was like, oh my gosh, like slowly we just became fans like that. We started watching other people, how they'll unbox their stuff and they'll show us the details of those figures. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we've been missing out. Like, where have we been? So it all started like that. And it sparked it on me because it's not like a Barbie, it's just the dress, you do the hair. I've never been a Barbie fan anyway. But it was like, this is a total different era of like a toy. Like, to me, it's for adults also for me because we can take care of them, we can pose them. And the head sculpts, the details, everything that they work hard for to show us and to make it so accurate. It's, to me, that's real art. Like we're all talking about here. This is the very, very detailed, hard work art they put into these hot toys. So I'm
Yes.
very, very excited for us to own our collection and always collect what you love. Don't never copy somebody else's collection. In the end, if you
Exactly.
copy, you're just, you're not going to be satisfied. You're not going to relate to them. You're not going to take care of them. Just like everything in general, I guess. Just get what you love, and for sure you'll take care of your things, right? Definitely.
Absolutely. That's great. That is awesome. Jason Kugler, this kind of touches my heart right here. It said the main reason I collect is to recreate the moments I had with my dad when he took me to see Star
Oh,
Wars in the movie theater. In essence,
that's
it's like
sweet.
having him with me all the time.
Oh,
Damn.
it's so sweet. That hits
That's
home.
amazing. That's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, absolutely. Same reason. I mean, it's the same reason with me why I collect Avengers Endgame. And Avengers Endgame was like the last movie I saw with me, my mom, and my aunt. We always went to the movies together. I lost my aunt due to COVID last year. Don't want to bring the show down, but
Yeah.
so collecting
Sorry.
that Endgame line means a lot to me. So
Yeah.
I definitely understand it. Definitely feel that. That is awesome. Yeah. Uh, Mouse and Dyson. Also building a wardrobe for when I shrink myself down for the one so
Solid plan.
that's a great plan. That's a way to go. uh Sean, why do you collect,
Yeah.
man?
That's kind of like a loaded question that goes back years. Mainly I collect due to going back to like the attachments, like what connects you to the first cartoon or movie, TV show, what type of character you connected with or who you saw you as. It's been years. I've been collecting or just buying toys ever since I was a kid, and much like Desi, I've never stopped. Even due to people mentioning it's kind of weird, but it really isn't. Um, Mainly much like everyone else, I don't copy anyone. I don't try to um kind of be like others. I collect mainly what sparks joy. And to me, it's going from anywhere from starting with Iron Man toys or Transformer toys that were back in the 80s, the 90s, and recently finding Hot Toys. Same thing like with JB. I'm like, I don't know what that thing is. And then I picked it up and I'm like, I thought this was like a doll.
Right.
But clearly it isn't.
No.
And like you could definitely tell there's a difference going from
Big
what I used to
difference.
always get to a Hot Toys, and then like the first die-cast Iron Man
Oh,
that I got.
yes.
Woo, that changed
Beauty.
everything. And
Yes.
I strongly believe that people should collect and do collect for the passion,
Yes.
for what brings them back to a childhood, or much like how
That's
you
right.
mentioned, it brings you to a specific point in time, to either a point of joy or to help you remember someone or something.
Mhm.
And that right there is just all you really need for a collection.
It's
You don't have
priceless.
to
Mhm.
exactly, like
It makes it priceless.
you don't have to explain to people
Nope.
why did you get this character, or why is that character here but not this character. It's all you. Everyone's collection is a representation of themselves, not a representation of
That's
how you want
right.
people to see you. And that's why I like to collect, because it shows my fandom.
There you go. That's
Mhm.
awesome. And when you collect and you show that fandom, it becomes, even though there are pieces of art that we buy offline and all that other stuff, it becomes your art. It's like the way you have, like the way stuff is set up in the background, or how Anthony's is set up in the background. That's art. That is your art now. And it looks, and I mean, it come, you just take it when it becomes yours, is what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say.
Or you
So
personalize it, you know.
Yeah.
exactly.
Presentation. Your own presentation.
There you go. Absolutely. Anthony, floor is all yours, man. Why do you collect?
Shit, well, that's easy. I got an addictive personality. So if it's
Yeah.
not nicotine or something else back, like listen. Here's the thing, I'm not gonna just blanket statement and say Hot Toys, but with collecting in general, gave me a place in for myself personally. Dare I even say spiritually?
Yeah.
Where I could be, getting into trouble. I could be doing shit up to no good. It's just, I've been around the block, man. We've had a checkered past, as it were. So for me, this was cool I've always loved Star Wars or, comics. I grew up, my head was buried in comic books, since birth,
Oh.
and then Star Wars came out, and I was, we were kids, and we got lost into these things, whether it was the comics or the Star Wars, the stories, the fantasy. So for me, it was like I could delve into that. I could always go back to that, even when shit wasn't going good, or I was making stupid decisions and I would regret or whatever. I could always come back to that and kind of ground me. You know what I mean? Come back to something, like come back to the world. I mean, I know it's fantasy, but it was something that was like my constant, like throughout all my life. Something I can, just, I don't want to say safe space or something, but you know what I'm saying? It was very familiar to you, and you can come back to it, and all the other bullshit aside, you felt comfortable with
So, like,
that, and it
peace
just,
of mind, right? It
yeah,
just brought, like,
exactly.
peace of
It's very,
mind,
like I said, it's
your
very
own
spiritual for me in a
space.
sense,
Yeah.
and therapeutic.
That's right.
Because I love to pose, I like to create, and then like you said, you have this style that you develop on your own, and you make it unique to your personality. How you whether you pose or how you decorate, what you do. And then you get into a community, where we can all, like, we instantly, no matter what, doesn't matter where you're from, any of that stuff, man. There's one thing, we're grounded. We're all grounded in something. This was our love for collecting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool that despite, your whatever religious or political affiliations, none of that shit matters, yo.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all can just kind of get off on each other in that and be like, hey, look, this is cool. Oh, Boba Fett or whatever. We all get excited, and it brings everybody together, man. So it keeps it going.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look back, and now it's no longer nostalgia, but now it's forming relationships and friendships. So then when you see these things, like for example, when you saw Spider-Man, Jay, you're like, oh, Anthony's fucking probably you start thinking these things, like, you start thinking about other people, and you're like, oh man, he'd really think this is cool or whatever, or So you get a stronger bond through it. It just, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm rambling, but I'm into it, man. I'm a collector for life. So
I mean,
I'm
there
leave
you
it at
said
that.
it. I'm a collector for life. Man, we need to make a shirt that says that. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, well maybe I
Sounds
will.
really
All right,
catchy.
we got to
I like
document it on this
I have a
stream.
feeling
That's the
it's gonna
best
go
number
viral.
3.
Gotcha.
That'll be me. All right,
Man, want to give a shout out to my man Fabio. Fab, thank you for the $10 bomb. Don't go spend it on some fancy record player. Man, I'm gonna add that to what I owe for my Terminator arm that I bought. I gotta pay off that. Anyway, man, thanks so much, Fab. And you guys gotta check out Fab's figures and his collection. Fab has more figures than God. I mean, seriously, his collection is ridiculous. He has like 5 of every figure. So I think he's gonna get 5 Pennywises. So that guy, check him out on YouTube. Check out amazing collector. My man, Miles Bennett Dyson. Brother Cousins reviews nice. You were the first to recognize what Miles Bennett Dyson stands for. And I assume you know, court Judgment Day, brother. Judgment Day. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm a big Terminator fan.
Cyberdyne.
That's right. Awesome. Single songwriter. Let me see what you have. Always had a family connection to Stormtroopers since 1977. And when Hot Toys first gave us Stormtroopers, I was hooked on TK. Hey, I feel you. Same way here. Same here. Guys, I think that's it for tonight, man. Thank you. In chat, thank you so much for coming by and spending time with us. I love it. Love the community. I'm so thankful to be a part of this community and thankful to have everyone that's on this lovely panel right here. Want to start with Sean. Tell us what you got going on with your channel. Let us know, brother.
Yeah. Well, not that much. Really don't have anything going on. I'm normally just kind of in the background on 6 scale, helping him out and all that. I basically spent like a good portion of my entire day helping him with that background. So I've been mostly doing that. We did, and I think it worked. But
I think it worked too. Sorry.
But I'm thinking I might be doing some things too. He on his channel, he tends to do more of like, the Star Wars and Star Trek, and we were thinking maybe it'd be pretty good for maybe with additional of new 6 scale figures coming out, as well as just a bit other figures in general. I'll probably see if I can help out and shine some light on some other aspects of the collecting community that isn't just strictly Star Wars and Star Trek or Marvel. Because I think there's a lot of figures out there that, most people don't get a little knowledge. The light doesn't shine on them as much as the big 3. So I think I'll start getting some of that stuff out pretty soon.
Sounds good. Miss JB, what do you got going on? What's next for your channel? And what next cosplay are you going to do? I'm waiting. I thought you were going to put another cosplay tonight. That's what I thought it'd be like a weekly thing. I'm like, oh.
I would love that, Brother Cousins. I'm not gonna promise anything, but I will try my best to continue that because I enjoyed it a lot. And I'm like, hey, I should start doing this more often. I am really, really like it just brings me more into the hype. It makes me feel more comfortable wise, and it's what it is, right? We're collectors and we love everything. So in regards to my channel, I'm actually very behind on my reviews. So nothing new for me. I'm behind. So I'm gonna just try my best to catch up on that, and it's gonna be more about like Star Wars, since the hype for me is Star Wars at the moment, of course. And that's all I'm gonna concentrate for the next couple of weeks or so. And other than that, I am so happy to still have my channel, to be present, to enjoy my time with all of you and everybody that loves talking about the same topic, and to catch up with everything that's going on right now. And thank you all on the chat for being with us. Please don't forget to put that like on the like button and comment whatever you may like. I am really thankful for my new subscribers. I think I have like 2 new subscribers. So thank you, OC out there. If you're still out there, OC, thank you for subscribing. I'm really thankful for you. And the other one, I just didn't say the name, but you know who you are. Thank you. So thank you both, and thank you all of you guys. This has been an awesome show, and I'm really really happy to be here today.
Awesome, awesome.
Thank
Want to
you.
give a shout out to Ashley Chase. Thank you so much for
Yay,
the
Ashley.
7.99 bomb. You're awesome. Happy and safe New Year, everyone. That's right,
That's
and Happy New Year to
right.
you
Thank
too.
you,
Thank you
Ashley.
so
Thank you,
much.
everyone.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Desi, what you got going on, brother? What else, what other wonderful piece of art you working on that I'm gonna save money and buy from you? I'm definitely looking. I'm definitely, dude. That, oh my god, that go to this guy's Instagram page and check out his work. The Beetlejuice house. Damn, I
Thank
don't
you,
even have a
man.
Beetlejuice
Sick,
figure,
dude.
and I want
Such
that.
a
I want
unique diorama.
That was a unique project, but Jay, let me first say thank you for having me on. I appreciate being part of this panel. It's been a great time. Thanks to
Awesome.
everyone here, all the panelists. Thanks to everybody in the chat. It's been great. As far as what I've got going on, I'm working on some projects that are new for me. That's something I don't normally do. It's kind of tied to diorama, holding it kind of close to the chest, but hopefully everything will be revealed next month. And then other than that, next week I start back in my diorama work and commissions. So just having fun doing everything and being part of this community. Good times.
That's awesome.
That's
Awesome.
right.
Awesome. My brother Anthony, what you got going on, bro? You got a lot of stuff going on, so
We got a lot
all
of
yours.
stuff going on, man. It was, I know, I was kind of hitting a little bit of a, I don't want to say writer's block, but we got some things going now. So I guess the most important thing, I should say, is Monday, January 3rd. It's going to be our first stream of 2022. And it's going to be pretty sweet. We got a pretty big panel, right? I'm going to have Brother Cousins going to be here. I believe Desi, if you can make it, you're going to be
Yes,
there.
sir.
JB, we're going to try on the scheduling to see if we can get it just right so you can get there in time.
Right.
And
Thank you.
we've got Sean coming as well. We got Mario from Collecting Weekly. Oh, Professor O, he's coming.
Ooh,
And
nice.
all the way down under, we got Iron Logan coming as well. So it's gonna be a pretty cool
nice.
kickoff for 2022. I'm not really sure what the hell we're gonna talk about, but it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be 2022, so it's all new. So who
Whole
knows
new
on
year,
that one?
everyone. Whole new
Right.
year.
And then we're Sean and I are doing. I think we're gonna start doing this. We did an unboxing the other day on the channel. Yesterday? Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I lose track.
I think it was last night. Yeah.
Yeah, last night. So I think we're gonna keep doing that because the response was pretty good and everybody kept saying, hey, this is great. So I think every week we'll probably do week or bi-weekly. Not sure yet. We're just gonna have a stream where we're unboxing whatever we got. It doesn't matter if it's Hot Toys, 6 scale, 12 scale, it doesn't matter. Just something in the collecting world. It shows a different perspective, So what are some other things that we collect? So we'll just live unbox. We'll talk about whatever it is that we've procured, and kind of share with the chat, and they can share with us. Hey, this is what I got this week, and we just kind of shoot the shit for about an hour, showcase whatever we got in. So stay tuned for that one, and then I think weekly I'm just gonna do episode by episode of Book of Boba, just because it's kind of cool, and we all kind of talk about it on our own, but on just a one-man show.
Don't show the show.
I just won't show the show because they already blocked my first episode.
Right.
So we'll probably do some kind of weekly spoiler on that until that's over. And then I guess I'm getting there, man. Like I said, it's a little bit slow, but once I hit my 1,000 subs, we're almost there. I got an IG-11. That's a giveaway to all of our subscribers. Some lucky guy, girl's gonna get an IG-11. And then check us out, man. I got a Facebook group, 6 Scale Mafia, and Instagram. Same thing, 6 Scale Mafia. Take a lot of pictures. Just fun times, man. Love everybody here. Thanks for having me. Of course, Brother Cousins.
Awesome.
Always. Everybody on the panel. Love everybody here. Everybody in the chat. That's it, guys, for me.
Awesome. That's awesome, man. Awesome. Glad to have you guys. And we got one more $4.99 bomb from Big Dog Pound 1. Thank you so much, man. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you as well. And thank you for being here. Always great supporter. We always see you and love the Ric Flair. Woo! That's my favorite wrestler. Woo. So got it. Yeah. Always grabs my attention seeing that picture. Me personally, I got a lot of stuff coming tonight. I'm finally going. Well, it's going to be more like tomorrow morning. I'm going to be dropping the top 10 figures of 2021. That's going to be coming out. So definitely check that out. That's going to be great. Also, I'm now doing the contest where you can win. Yes, I'm going to be giving away. I'm not going to say what exact figure I'm going to be giving away because I think if I do that, I'll be giving away my figure of the year. So I'm not going to be doing that just yet. But watch my figure of the year, my top 10 figures of the year video. You'll find out which one will be figure of the year, and that number one figure will be the figure I'm giving away. I said figure a lot of times there, so there we go. Anyway, guys,
It's worth it. Oh yeah.
that's been it for the night. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been
You
great.
got another one coming in, brother.
Oh my God,
Ooh,
there is another one. Jeez.
thank you,
We'll
everyone.
see. $5 power bomb. Thank you so much. Superpower panel right here. Can't wait to hear the best of the best. Woo. Love it. Thank you so much, man. Man, y'all are awesome. Swear, y'all the best panel. I just want to say this has been a great year. This is my last stream for the year, and it's just been awesome. Getting to meet all of you guys on the panel, getting to meet all you guys in the stream. Y'all are family. Seriously. I never thought I would meet people that collect and that I had things in common with like this. I mean, I think we all been there, right? We collect and we have people in our family like, why are you spending all this money on this stuff? Why? It's just plastic. It's plastic we love. It's our passion. And it's good to be around other people that are passionate the same way. So thank you. Thank you to the
100%
community.
agree, man.
Thank you guys for all being here. And we will see you next week. Peace. And we
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, you guys.
Happy New Year. Be
Until
safe.
New Year. Yes.
Take care, everyone.
Take care. Thank you.
take care. And we are out.
Ladies.